Mercado, and we are ready for some
Leading off
daytime
the afternoon
baseball.
for Cleveland, the right fielder, number 35.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I think this club could really use some improvement from Carlos Santana. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Coming to the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Cesar Hernandez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Lindor, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Medina is becoming a rare bird in today's game, in that he's known as a starter that frequently goes deep into outings and does so with great effectiveness. He's not your 5-and-done guy. He wants to eat up innings and finish as many games as he can.
Matty V, this guy's a throwback to the pitchers in the 70s and 80s that want to finish what they start. He seems to get better about pitch 75 and 80. He has about 125, 130, and he's one of the few guys that can maintain stamina through a 9-inning game.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it, as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom. Shane Bieber gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
But this is right at him in right field, as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I think they really need their number 7 hitter to turn it around. He's only picked up 1 hit in this series, and I know this. I expect a lot more from him, and I think he expects more of himself, too. This could be the game that gets him going, though. A lot of times when these guys take overs, look out. They're just about to catch fire.
At the plate, Brent Rocker. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. Bowers is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field. Upton is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He's 2 for 10 in the series coming into today.
Franmil.
He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1. Popped him up. Jeffers shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense.
Number 10.
And, guys, you want to talk about taking care of the baseball, doing what's right, playing fundamentally sound. This team has the fewest errors in the league. Not only do they make the routine plays, but they'll make the spectacular ones as well. Can't be understated the importance of what they're bringing to the table on the defensive side. Check that out today.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Hit hard to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove, and he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Batting 5th.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And gone. Umpires are signaling for a home run, but boy, that was very close. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. 0-1 the count. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 8th. The center fielder, number 8.
At the plate, Justin Upton. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-0 the count. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1 the count now. 2 out, nobody on. 3-2 to the Indian center fielder.
3-2.
high in the air down the right field line. And foul. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Polanco. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Indians. Next will be the designated hitter, Eugene Solari. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month.
Eugene
Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. In there, 0-1. Solari is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Mercado is over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2. One out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Ryan Jeffers is in with two away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses off the plate. Bases are empty here with two men out. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
This is line to left. Bowers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 2-0.
Welcome back to Target Field, home of the Twins, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down the box. That can't be fun."
The catcher,
Matt, back to you.
Number 38.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Travis is right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Stepping into the box, TJ, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Lindor gloves it. Throw on to first. In time. 1 away.
Batting 8. The second baseman.
Striding forward now, DJ Downs, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. In there at the letters 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9.
Up next for Minnesota, Country Boy Travis. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-0 is taken. Strike 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Indians' offense with Cleveland's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Ready with another 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
1-1 the count. So 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Knocks him up for strike 3. Striding in for the Indians, Jake Bowers. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Short Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. In now, Jose Ramirez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Taken, but called a strike. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bowers, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there he goes towards second. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And the pitch. Line drive to center field. Upton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brent Rucker. Now the pitch. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is
Now
exactly
batting,
what we saw
left
right
fielder.
there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First offering on its way. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Kay, 23 years old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. He's ready now. The pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bowers is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 8.
Now is the designated hitter, Eugene Solari. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail things here 2. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Santana. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Santana.
In there for strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
The center fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Upton in a hole. 0-2 the count to him. Upton playing here in his age 34 season. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has.
38.
Nice pick.
Digging in for his 2nd at bat, number 38 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off there 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe as they're unable to. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Leading off for the Twins,
Max Kepler, the next to grab a bat. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Misses, ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Full count to Max Kepler, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Line drive to center field. Upton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now
so another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he's up near the top, currently 6th in the AL in that category. And the pitch. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
0-1's the count.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 2-0. In now for Cleveland, Oscar Mercado. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Mercado.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Now at the plate, DJ Downs. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's the pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.